Hello dear student, my name is Mrs. Usha Lodhawat, physics teacher from Ferguson College. We have already started your first chapter of the 12th, that is rotational dynamics, and in previous lecture we have already studied about the uniform circular motion, non-uniform circular motion, centripetal and centrifugal forces and applications of uniform circular motion. We have solved one numerical which is based on the centripetal force. Now see here one more problem which is depending upon the application of the uniform circular motion. That is, during the stunt, a cyclist is undertaking a horizontal circle inside a cylindrical well of radius 6.05 meter. If the necessary friction coefficient is 0.5, how much minimum speed should the stunt artist maintain? Mass of the artist is 50 kg. If he increases the speed by 20%, how much will the force of friction be? You are given the value of the acceleration due to gravity as 10 meter per second. So now we will be going to solve this equation. So I will write here the given data, that is V equation for the minimum speed for a vehicle moving in between two cylindrical wall is given by the equation square root of Rg divided by mu s, where R is the radius of the cylindrical wall, which is given to you 6.05 meter. Then this is the G, acceleration due to gravity, as 10 meter per second, and coefficient of friction is 0.5. Substitute this value in this equation. I am getting this as the square root of 121, which is equal to 11 meter per second. Now, after that, they ask that if he increases the speed by 20%, how much will the force of friction be? Now, we already know that even though the speed of increasing, it does not affect the coefficient, or it does not affect the frictional force. So frictional force we have to calculate by using this equation, Fs equal to mg, because here weight of the vehicle mg and force of friction, they are balancing to each other. So use the equation Fs equal to mg. Mass is given to you 50 and acceleration due to gravity is 10. So your answer will be 500 Newton. So here we are not taking into account this increasing speed. So just use the equation F equal to mg. Take the value of this as 50 meter and acceleration due to gravity as 10 meter per second square. Your answer will be 500 Newton. Now, after that, we will starting here for the next important article, or that is the next application of the uniform circular motion, that is vehicle on a bank road. But before going to this concept of this banking of road, we will see first of all why it is necessary. Now see, we already know that when a vehicle is moving along a curved horizontal road, then equation for the maximum speed of vehicle is given by the equation square root of mu s into rg, where mu s is the coefficient of static friction between the tires of vehicle and the road surface. R is the radius of curvature of the road surface, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. Again, in this equation, we have seen that the necessary centripetal force which is required for the horizontal motion is in the form of frictional force between the tires of vehicle and the road surface. But the magnitude of the frictional force is going on changing when oil is dropped from the vehicle on the road surface, or when the road surface is non-uniform, okay, then the magnitude of this frictional force is going on changing. Means what will be happening here? See, if the magnitude of the frictional force is going on changing, then centripetal force is also changing, and due to the change in the centripetal force, this speed Vs is equal to square root of mu s into Rg will not remain same. This speed will be going on changing. Means this equation for the, or this speed which is given by the equation mu s into Rg does not hold good for all condition. This equation valid only when the road surface is uniform. But when the road surface becomes non-uniform, or certain oil is dropped from the vehicle on the road surface, or when the road surface becomes slippery, then due to the change in magnitude of the frictional force, there is a change in velocity of the vehicle which is moving along a horizontal road. Now, to overcome this discrepancy, the road surface is tilted through a certain angle theta with the horizontal, and this process is known as banking of road. So, here we will see what is the banking of road. Now, see, if the road surface are tilted with the horizontal through certain angle theta, then it is called banking of road. And this angle theta, or the angle through which the road is banked with the horizontal, is known as angle of banking. After that, we will see what is the equation for most safe speed of a vehicle moving along a bank road. Now, consider the figure. This figure is taken from the textbook. Here it is the bank road. Means the surface of the road is tilted with the horizontal through this angle theta. So, this theta is known as the angle of banking. Now, here the road surface is considered to be uniform, and the friction and all other non-conservative forces like air resistance, they are ignored. Now, here is the vertical section of the vehicle. Okay, now this vehicle is moving along this bank road having the radius as r. Okay, now from figure you can see that there are two forces acting on the vehicle. Its weight mg, which is in vertically downward direction, and normal reaction n, which is perpendicular to this inclined surface. Okay, now as we know that this vehicle is moving in a horizontal direction, then all the necessary centripetal force which is required for the motion of the vehicle will be acting only in the horizontal direction. For this purpose, there should not be force in the vertical direction, but we can see that this force is in the vertically downward direction. This force must be balanced. Thus, this normal reaction N is getting resolved into two components, N cos theta vertical component and N sin theta horizontal component. Now, from figure, you can see that this N cos theta and this weight mg, they are equal and opposite. So, they are balancing each other and does not affecting the motion of the vehicle. So, all the centripetal force which is required for the circular motion in horizontal direction is given by this horizontal component N sin theta. So, I can write down here as N cos theta equal to mg and N sin theta is equal to mr omega square. This mr omega square is the necessary centripetal force provided by this component N sin theta. Okay, now I can write down this equation as mr v square by r square, because we know the relation v equal to r omega or omega equal to v by r. substitute the value of the omega in this equation, then one of the r and one of the r is getting cancelled. So this equation will become mv square by r. Now I will take the ratio of this n sin theta divided by n cos theta. So n sin theta divided by n cos theta is tan, where n is getting cancelled. Now here m is getting cancelled. So right hand side will become v square by rg. So tan theta will be equal to v square by rg. Now from this equation we can calculate the speed of the vehicle as Vs equal to the square root of Rg into tan theta. And this is the equation for the most safe speed of a vehicle moving along a bank road. Now again from this equation I can find out the value for the angle of banking theta as tan inverse of V square by Rg. Okay. Now, so this is the important article. So we have found the equation for the most safe speed of a vehicle moving along a uniform bank road, that is square root of Rg and tan theta. But again we can say that this equation or velocity does not remain constant everywhere. See, the most safe speed is given by the equation square root of Rj into tan theta, but this velocity which is given by this equation does not remain for every condition. Why? Because here we have considered the road as the uniform and the friction is ignored. But if the road surface becomes rough, then we can't ignore the force of friction, and due to this force of friction, this velocity which is be given by the equation square root of Rg tan theta will be changing. Means in that case vehicle is moving with a speed which is greater than the square root of Rg tan theta or less than the square root of Rg tan theta. For this purpose we have to find out what is the speed limit when the vehicle is moving with a speed less than square root of Rg into tan theta or greater than the square root of Rg into tan theta. Now see, we are going to find out the speed limit. Just I have told you that here we will find what is the maximum and minimum speed of vehicle if it is moving with a speed other than square root of Rg tan theta along a curved horizontal bank road. Again, consider the vehicle is moving with a speed V1 which is less than square root of Rg tan theta or mv1 square by r, which is the centripetal force, is less than this n sin theta, because this n sin theta was providing the necessary centripetal force. Now it is moving with minimum speed, means what? This centripetal force will become less than n sin theta. Now again, for explaining, consider this figure. Here in the previous case we have seen that if the force of friction was ignored, then there was only two forces, weight mg in the downward direction, normal reaction n, it is perpendicular to the inclined plane, and resultant of these two forces, that is n sin theta, was providing the necessary centripetal force. But here what is happening? This is the rough bank road. So now here the force of friction is acting on the bank road which is along the inclination upward. Okay, and this force of friction is getting resolved into two components. So horizontal component Fs sin theta and vertical component, horizontal component Fs cos theta and vertical component Fs sin theta. Now this Fs cos theta and n sin theta, they are parallel but in opposite direction, and as this is in opposite direction, this n sine theta, which provide the necessary centripetal force, is going on decreasing. So this n sine theta is getting opposed by the Fs cos theta. So now the centripetal force will become mr omega square, or mv square by mv1 square by r will be equal to n sine theta minus of Fs cos theta. Again, you can see that this vertical component Fs sine theta is parallel and in the same direction as n cos theta. So now we can write down this mg equal to n cos theta plus Fs sine theta. So what we have seen, the centripetal force mv1 square by r will be equal to now n sine theta minus Fs cos theta, and mg is equal to n cos theta plus Fs sine theta. So see, same equation I have written, mg equal to Fs sine theta plus n cos theta, and mv1 square by r equal to n sine theta minus of Fs cos theta. Here the same figure I have taken from the previous slide. Now I have to simplify this equation, and I am going on finding out what is the equation for minimum speed of vehicle moving on this bank road. Now divide both the equation and take the value of Fs, that is the force of friction, equal to mu s into n, because in 11th standard you have already learned that this force of friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Okay, and this mu s is the constant quantity which is known as the coefficient of the friction between the tires of the vehicle and the road surface. Now here I will divide this equation by this equation and taking the value of Fs as mu s into n. So here mv1 square by r divided by mg will become v1 square by rg. m is getting cancelled here. Now what is the right hand side? ns n sine theta minus here mu s n cos theta divided by mu s n sine theta plus n cos theta. Same equation I have written here. Now from numerator and denominator, if I am taking the n as common, they will be cancelled. So your equation will become sine theta minus mu s cos theta divided by mu s sine theta plus cos theta. Now divide, for the simplification, divide each term of the right hand side by cos theta. So what equation I will get? Sine theta divided by cos theta, this term will become tan theta minus mu s only, because cos theta will cancel. Here mu s, again sine theta divided by cos theta is tan theta, here plus 1. See, same equation I am getting here, v1 square by rg equal to tan theta minus mu s divided by mu s tan theta plus 1. So that if I am simplifying this equation, I will get the minimum value for the speed of vehicle moving along a bank road as square root of rg into bracket tan theta minus mu s divided by 1 plus mu s into tan theta. Now suppose this coefficient of static friction is greater than or equal to tan theta. So here I am substituting the tan theta, then this term will become 0. So then minimum velocity will become 0. Okay. So this is the equation for the minimum velocity of a vehicle moving along a bank road. Now after that we are going to find out what is the maximum velocity of a vehicle when it is moving along a bank road. Okay, now consider here V2 is greater than Rg into tan theta, or mv2 square by r is greater than n sine theta. Again take the same figure here. Now see again here vehicle is moving with a speed which is greater than the square root of rg into tan theta, because the force of friction now acting along the inclination downwards. Okay, again, as it is acting along the inclination, this force of friction is getting resolved into two components. Vertical component Fs sin theta and horizontal component Fs cos theta. Now this Fs cos theta and n sin theta, they are parallel and in the same direction, so that now centripetal force is provided by the addition of these two components. That is, along with this component, again this component will also provide the necessary centripetal force, because direction of this force is again toward the center of a circle along bank road. So I can write down here as the centripetal force as mv2 square by r will be equal to what? N sin theta plus Fs cos theta. Now this mg will be, now n cos theta and Fs sin theta, they are in opposite direction. So I can write down mg equal to n cos theta minus of Fs sin theta. See here, same, mg equal to n cos theta minus Fs sin theta, and mv2 square by r equal to n sin theta plus Fs cos theta. Now simplify this equation in the same manner as we have simplified while finding out the minimum speed in previous article. Okay, so again divide this equation by this equation, take the value of the mu Fs as mu s into n, then after that divide the right hand side by the cos theta, then we will get the equation like this. Okay, that is the maximum velocity of a vehicle moving along a bank road is given by the equation square root of rg into bracket tan theta plus mu s divided by 1 minus mu s into tan theta. Now here suppose I am taking this value of the coefficient of friction as cot theta, then you will find that this is cot theta, then this maximum value for the velocity will become infinity. But we know the coefficient of static friction or maximum value of this coefficient of static friction will always be equal to 1, or so for theta is greater than or equal to 45, the value of this maximum velocity will become infinity. So this is the equation for the maximum speed of a vehicle moving along a bank road due to the force of friction acting on the vehicle. Now suppose in this equation I am taking the value of mu s equal to 0, means suppose there is no force of friction acting on the vehicle, then this equation will become just square root of rg into tan theta. So which is the equation for the most safe speed of a vehicle on a bank road when there is no friction? Therefore the vehicle can move with this speed along if there is no force of friction acting on the vehicle. Means we can say that the vehicle can move with this safety speed only when there is no force of friction, and this speed may be changing if there is a force of friction acting on the vehicle. Okay, now after that we will solve the numerical on this article. Problem number 4 in textbook, it is problem number 14. Part of a racing track is to be designed for a curvature of 72 meter. We are not recommending the vehicle to drive faster than 216 km per hour. With what angle should the road be tilted? By what height will its outer edge be with respect to the inner edge if the track is 10 meter wide? Value of the g, that is acceleration due to gravity, is 10 meter per second square. Now see, I will write down the given data. R, the radius of curvature is given to you 72 meter. Velocity of the vehicle is 216 kilometer per hour. Convert it in meter per second by multiplying with 10 raised to 3 and dividing by 60 into 60, that is 3600. The value will come 60 meter per second. Then we know the angle of banking is given by the equation theta equal to tan inverse V square by Rg, or it is tan inverse 60 square divided by this 72 into 10. So then if I am going on simplifying, the value for the theta will come 78.69 degree. Now we have to find out by what height will its outer edge be with respect to the inner edge if the track is 10 meter wide. Again, consider this figure. The width of this track is 10 meter. Angle is theta. This theta 78.69 degree. We have to find out this height. So, again from this equation we can write down sine theta equal to what is this h divided by 10, front side divided by hypotenuse. So it is h divided by 10, or I can write down h equal to 10 into sine theta or 10 into sine of this 78.69 degree. So this value will come 10 into 0.98, which is equal to 9.8 meter. Now your next numerical, the road in the question number 14 means same previous numerical. We are considering only the previous numerical. The road in the question number 14 above is constructed as per the requirements. The coefficient of static friction between the tires of a vehicle on the road is 0.8. Will there be any lower speed limit? By how much can the upper speed limit exceed in this case? Take the value of the g as 10 meter per second square. Now see, we have to use the equation for minimum velocity, that is square root of Rg into bracket tan theta minus mu s divided by 1 plus mu s into tan theta. R is given to you in the previous numerical 72, G is 10, tan theta I was getting 5, coefficient of friction is 0.8 divided by 1 plus 5 into 0.8. If I am going to simplify this equation, I am getting the value of the minimum velocity as 88.52 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is the equation for minimum velocity. Now we know theta is here greater than 45 degree. Okay, so because theta I was getting 78 point something, so theta is greater than 45 degree, then V maximum can't be defined. So we can say that there is no upper speed limit for the vehicle. Means we can write down this is the lower speed limit, that is 82.52 kilometer per hour, and again there is no upper speed limit because theta is greater than 45 degree, so maximum velocity can't be defined. In this way, we have learnt about the banking of road, what is meant by the angle of banking, what is the necessity of this banking of road, and then we have derived the equation for most safe speed of a vehicle moving along a bank road, and the equation for maximum and minimum speed of a vehicle moving along a bank road, and we have solved the numerical.